Hello, everyone. I'm Marty Glickman, speaking for Sports Champions and talking with one of the greatest ball players of all time, Mickey Mantle of the New York Yankees. Mickey, did your dad help you in your days as a younger ball player?
Marty, my dad always, the only thing he ever lived for, he said, was to see me play Major League Baseball. So all he would do is live it. I mean, he'd come home from work at night, and he wanted me to be a switch hitter, and he had his father who was a left-hander, and he and his dad would come out and pitch to me. He'd pitch right-handed to me, and I'd hit left-handed against him. Then he would have my grandfather, his dad, to pitch to me left-handed, and I'd hit right-handed. So that's all he worked with. He just he thought that someday the baseball would be a two-platoon system like in football, and fortunately for me, I can hit both ways, so I got to play a lot more than I would have if I'd have been just one-way hitter.
Are you naturally a right-hander or a left-hander, Mickey?
I'm naturally right-handed. I think I have a little more power right-handed. I think I have about 300 home runs out of my 420, though, are left-handed. So you see, you have a lot more right-handed pitchers than you do left-handed pitchers. So I get to hit left-handed about 3 times more than I do right-handed.
I should guess many youngsters could seek to emulate that by just continuing to work at being a left-hander as well as a right-hander, or vice versa if they're naturally left-handers.
Well,
it's a question of practice.
I think that that's true. I think anybody could learn to be a switch hitter. I would start, though, when I was about, before I'm 10 years old, though, to be more of a natural switch hitter. I think that I have almost as much power left-handed as I do right-handed, but that comes from years of practice. Like you said, you just got to really stick with it.
Mickey, you've been known, of course, as one of the great hitters of all time, and perhaps too little attention is paid to the fact that you're one of the finest fielders in the game. For one, I'd like to ask you about taking care of some of your equipment. Your glove, for example. When you get a new glove, what do you do to put it in shape to play?
Well, once you find a glove that you like, you try to hang on to it as long as you can. I remember when I first came to the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto had a glove that his fingers stuck out of, but he always used it. He would never warm up with it or anything like that. He treated it like a gold watch or something. He'd take it and put it in his locker after the game and leave it there till the next game. I've got one now that I've had refinished, had the insides of it put back twice already. I've had it about 5 years. And I've tried about 6 or 8 gloves. You always try to have one around in case something happens to that one that you can start right in using. And I've got one I've been breaking in for 2 years now, and I think it's going to be a good glove, but it's still what we call not ready yet. And I've still got the same old glove I've been using for the last 5 years in my locker in there, and I keep it locked up like I would a $1,000 bill. But I think it's just you learn to your equipment just is part of the game as much as anything else. Like if you've got a pair of shoes on that don't feel good, you can wear a blister on your foot and you're not at your best. Everything has got to be just right, like your glove and if I have a uniform, if I'm wearing a uniform that I think the pants are too big, it feels like the wind hits them. I know it probably doesn't, but it's on your mind, and you're not at ease. So I think the biggest thing about feeling is to really feel like you have the best equipment, and then if anything happens, it's your own fault. It's not the glove or the shoes or the cap or the uniform. It's your own fault, and I think that's the way you should look at it.
Mickey, you said you've been breaking a glove in for 2 years. What do you do during the course of this period of time to that glove? How do you break it in?
See, I don't use my game glove only in the game. When I'm working out before the game or in spring training, I use the spare glove I have. And by the time this other glove is gone, this glove here will be kind of an old glove, but it will still just be broken in.
Mickey, getting back to hitting, as the pitcher begins to take his windup, what are you concentrating on?
When I'm hitting, I'm concentrating on the pitcher. I'm thinking about what he's got that day. And then when I'm sitting in the on-deck circle, I'm still watching him, and I'm thinking, now let's see, the last time he pitched to me, he had me 2-0, and he threw me a changeup. What did I do? Did I hit it? If I hit it, and I can almost remember almost every pitch a pitcher threw to me the whole year. And mostly it's just concentration and remembering who the pitcher is and how he should pitch to me. And then when I get ahead of him, I always figure he's going to try to use his best pitch to my worst spot. And sometimes they fool you, but it's not guessing. It's more of a fact than anything else how they'll pitch you.
What do you look at, Mickey, during the delivery?
I just try to keep my eyes on the pitcher and just follow the ball. No matter if he puts it behind him, I still just keep my eye on it. and then from the minute he turns it loose until you hit it, I've heard guys say that they see it hit the bat. Now, I don't try to say that I've ever seen the ball hit the bat. I think I keep my head down pretty good, but I'll tell you the truth. I'm so nervous whenever I hit the ball that I don't know if I see it hit the bat or not.
Mickey, it's always wonderful talking with you. The best of continued good luck.
Thanks a lot, Marty.